Hello, my name's Richard. I'm a counselor. I've been in the counseling field for a little over 35 years. And with some of my clients, I like to use what's called EFT or emotional freedom techniques. And with those techniques, I like to add some exercises that I call grounding, centering, and anchoring exercises that help clients feel safe, especially if they're feeling a little bit overwhelmed or they're delving into something, maybe a PTSD symptoms or whatever, where they're feeling sort of out of control or crying uncontrollably. I like to use some grounding and centering techniques to help them relax, calm down, and move more towards their frontal cortex instead of their amygdala in the brain. The first exercise I'd like to show you is what I call the butterfly breathing technique. And what we're going to do is we breathe in slowly through our nose. And at the same time, we stretch out our hands and our arms and stretch them out so you can really feel it in your shoulders. And slowly, as we bring our hands back to our heart, we breathe out through our mouth and hold our hands on our heart for a few seconds. Let's do a few more of those. Breathing in through the nose, stretching out our arms, and breathing out through our heart. A couple more. Breathing in through the nose, nice and slowly stretching out the arms. Breathing out through the mouth as we turn our hands to our heart. A couple more. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through our mouth. Breathing in through the nose. The butterfly breathing technique is useful for a couple of reasons, even though it's very simple. One is when we're thinking about, I've got to breathe in through my nose and stretch out my arms, breathing out through my mouth and do all that kind of stuff. That means we're not thinking about whatever's creating anxiety or stress, so it can help relax the body as well as the mind. Second thing is there's something very comforting, I feel, about putting our hands on our heart. It just feels like, I can do this. I'm okay. I can work through whatever I'm working through. The next exercise is what I call the compassion meditation. What we'll do is slowly close our eyes, and in our mind's eye or out loud, as we think about something or someone that brings a smile to our face, maybe a pet or an animal, we're going to say these words: may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be peaceful, may you be free from suffering. And because this is the shortened version, the next part would just say the same words to ourselves. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be peaceful. May I be free from suffering. And these two exercises, the compassion meditation and the butterfly breathing, can help us build what we call a mind-heart coherence, sort of connecting the heart and the mind together. Another little exercise, a grounding exercise I like, is one of Donna Eden's exercise called cross body. We start with our hand on our shoulder and bring our hand down to the opposite hip. Then we put our hand on our opposite shoulder and bring it down to the opposite hip. Just sort of pull that energy down. And Donna Eden says that what this does is, since many times our energy is moving up and down, and it's actually healthier if it moves across our body and sort of connects the different parts of our body together. The next exercise I call sunrise, sunset. It's another Donna Eden exercise. She says that it also helps with lowering blood pressure, high blood pressure. We're going to look up at the ceiling, sort of inviting good things to come from the universe and feeling gratitude for that, and slowly bring our hands down, pushing the energy into our body and into the earth. Let's do a couple more of those. Reaching up, feeling gratitude and thankfulness, pushing that energy down into our body and into the earth. Let's do one more. Reaching up, Gratitude, pushing down the energy into our body and into the earth. Another simple exercise is one I call the vagus nerve relaxer. We just put both of our hands on the back of our neck. And as we're squeezing our neck, slowly bring our hands down again to our heart and hold it there for a few seconds. Let's do a couple more. Hands on the back of the neck. Sort of pulling that down into the vagus nerve. One more time. Pulling it down, holding our hands on our heart. The vagus nerve runs down the center of our body to our tummy, and that helps relax both our body and our mind. Then there's another one I call the forehead stress releaser. Putting one hand on the forehead and one on the back of the neck and just holding it there for a few seconds. Maybe 4 or 5 seconds. And that can help just sort of relax our forehead. Some people like to put both their fingers on their forehead and their thumbs on their temples. And that can help release the forehead as well. And sometimes can even help reduce headaches. Now there's one it's another Donna Eden exercise called the crown pull. When we start with our fingers on the top of our head, our forehead, and slowly pull across. Nice and slowly, moving our hands back along our head, pulling down. A little bit farther, pulling down. A little bit farther still, pulling that down. And I like to finish by sort of massaging that top of our spinal cord, that bump up there, back of the neck. That just feels sort of comforting. But that's called the crown pull. And then a couple of anchoring exercises I like to do, and I usually do these towards the end of a session as we mention the things that we've accomplished for the day. I call it the tapping the arms. Stretch one arm out and just tap with the other hand while you're talking about whatever you accomplished for that day. Did a lot of good work today. Released a lot of energy. Released a lot of tension. Then the other hand, the other arm, turning it over, tapping it. Maybe 3 or 4 times. Very good. And another little anchoring exercise I like to do, especially if I've done some kind of visualization work or guided imagery where I've helped the client find a safe spot inside of themselves in their mind, there's this little spot between the thumb and the forefinger. We can call it the tiger's mouth. Just massaging that after you've come out of the meditation, and just sort of helps anchor that in the body, helps anchor that positive memory. And of course, you can use both hands, either hand, sort of massaging that. And that just, sometimes it's a little bit painful, but that's a nice spot to massage just in general. All these exercises are that I like to use with EFT clients to help them feel grounded, safe, comfortable, and ready to move on with their session. Thank you.